to the Switch Grocery Tasting Show. Today really is a tasting show. I'm Neha. This is Lydia. You see me probably every week. We go live, we taste test something, we cook something, we make something, but today we have nothing to make because we're actually taste testing cookies. And we are with Lydia, who is the founder of Keto Kookie Co. And her company makes the most delicious cookies in Canada. I've tried them all, and this is just it. And today we're launching Brownie Bae on Switch and white chocolate macadamia nut. They are live. Welcome to the show, Lydia. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me on the show, Neha. So excited to work with you and Brian. Love working with Switch. You're our only online retailer.
I'm so happy to hear it. And I'm just letting everyone know that, okay, so just technical things. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. And on Instagram, you're seeing the screen where Lydia is and I am. And I'm just going to write live Keto Cookie Taste Test, just so people know what everything is about. And Lydia is actually in her shop.
I am.
Which is crazy. Lori Olson says, "Good evening, Neha. Hi, Lydia."
Hi, Lori.
And Lisa says, "Hi, ladies." So the format of our show, hi, Lisa. The format of our show is that, and this is my first time doing it this way, but it's all good. So the format of our show is the first thing that we start with is a win and challenge for the week, which I'm surprising Lydia with. And the next thing we're going to do is a live taste test of the cookies. I'm going to ask Lydia a few questions about her company. And it's actually going to be a really, really exciting, fun chat. I think today's going to be fun because I'm not cooking. I just get to eat, you guys. Best job in the world. Best job.
Love.
So, Lydia, do you want me to start with my win and challenge of the week?
Yes, please. Lead the way.
Okay. I would say that my win of the week was definitely going to KetoCon. I got to go to KetoCon this past weekend. The last time I was in KetoCon was 2019. And actually, that was pre-COVID, pre-everything. It was nice to see people in person, nice to have dinner with my suppliers in person. Can't wait to have dinner with you because we're local and we need to just do that. Right? Yeah. We just need to do. And that was really my highlight, which was just watching all the suppliers come together. My challenge of the week probably was quite a few. It was hard to hear stories of some of the suppliers I know have gone out of business. And Lydia and I talked about this earlier today. That was a little sad to see because I really believe in all the food companies, what people are trying to do, which is make food that's different that you don't get in the large grocery stores. And that was a little bit hard.
Yeah, that would be hard. It's very close to us in small business land. Yes. You want to make sure you maintain business, but cash flow is king. So it makes things challenging sometimes. Yeah. Hopefully we could stand the test of time. That'll be really great. I guess my win and my challenge. So they all happened actually after Neha, you and I talked on the phone this morning. So this is a first exclusive ever information. Probably in the next week or so, we're going to go from opening in our shop 1 day a week to about 6 days a week. Super, super excited about that. A lot of the customers coming off the street midweek, and they really want to see us as a functioning brick and mortar shop because mainly we're serving clients like you in wholesale. So that's, I guess, the first time that exclusive information there for you. But then on the way and the way back, a piece of the glass on my brand new piece of equipment smashed and shattered 2 bits. So that was
no.
But we tested the machine. Everything's working fine with it. So that was my peak and my rose and my thorn, I guess you can call it. I would get the piece of equipment. It's a display case. I was super excited to get that in here so that we could serve our customers better. But then a part of the glass shattered everywhere. The joys
I'm
of small
sorry for
business,
that.
the joys of moving things yourself. Note to everyone: hire a mover. Don't do it yourself.
Yes, I literally think that is even personal
Yeah,
moving, right? Personal
I'll
moving.
never do it again.
But I'm so excited that your shop is opening. We have somebody, I can't tell who they are. I think this is Greg. They're live in
Hi,
our
Greg.
Facebook group, and I can't see their name, but they're asking, where is your
Yeah,
shop in Toronto?
yeah. So we're in South Etobicoke. So our address is 2755 Lakeshore Boulevard West. So essentially, we're pretty much between Royal York and Islington on Lakeshore in Toronto, but we border off Etobicoke, so it's called South Etobicoke, the neighborhood.
I love that. And you're only 20 minutes from my
Yeah,
house.
yeah. At
Uh,
all.
and it's called Keto
Co.
Cookie Co.
And the sign is bright pink, like the pink behind me there. You can't miss it.
Yes, I actually think I have your shop open up, so I can actually open it up in Google. I put the address in there. There you go, guys. So in Google, I opened it up, and it is Keto Kookie Co. Yeah, it's literally at Lakeshore, and I could screen share it, but I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
You could just
And
Google it, just cookie with a
like the
K.
brand name, the shop has the same name, Keto Cookie Co. Cookie with a K.
Yes. Lori Olson is so sweet. She's one of our cherished
Hi,
people.
Lori.
Love she says, love those cookies, such a nice
Thank
treat.
you. We love that you love them.
And Jess says, hi Neha, hi Lydia, hi
Hi, Jess.
Jess. And I want to go to Instagram. We have Kelly just joined, and Amanda Keto Mom _ Canada says, Lydia, you're top, so beautiful.
Little frills for you guys today.
Everyone is confirming that they can hear you really well. Amanda says, hey ladies, I'm sorry I'm late, but you're not. It's
We were
okay.
late. Me.
And don't worry, it's always technical issues. You guys know how it goes. And Shalini at Keto Babe Life on Instagram, also cherished friend Amanda and her both. She says, you both look great tonight. Excited for the show.
You know, Shalini, fun fact, was one of my very first customers when I started my business. I'm pretty sure I even hand delivered to her house in my first year of business. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Like
I love that.
it's her. Yeah.
I love that. You know what? So one of the challenges I want to do is pick 5 orders a week and then just go hand deliver them. But then I also, right?
Well, listen,
And
when
just
I was doing my hand deliveries, we were in the thick of COVID. So you can get across town in like 20 minutes. Like I could get up to Markham in 30 minutes, where now that would take an hour plus to drive. So in my first year, it was so nice to get out there and visit customers, talk to them face to face, stand in a driveway, get some fresh air, where we didn't, you weren't allowed talking to anybody, you weren't allowed seeing anybody. So it was actually one of my most favorite and most cherished times of business, because I got to see the customers and hear what they wanted.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that face to face is so important.
Yeah.
And Jenny from the T Dot says, Lydia, late never. Love this. And sends you 7 hearts.
Hi, Jenny.
6 hearts. 6
One of my
hearts.
very, very good friends. Her and I both started our businesses at the time. She has a Amazon business, and bounce ideas off of each other all the time. Shout out to Jenny on the blog.
I love that. And Stephanie Stephanie. Okay, so Stephanie always watches our replays.
Awesome.
So this is the first time. I think that's why she's saying she's catching us live. She's always commenting on YouTube, being like, caught the replay. And now, Stephanie, it's so nice to see you live.
Welcome to the live chat.
She is a Keto Chow customer, and she says that we could hand deliver her order. Well, it's good to know. I'm gonna write that note down. Okay, so Lydia, how did you and why? I love asking our suppliers this question, because why did you start a food business? Why?
Why would anyone start a food? But I don't know. You gotta love it. That's at the core. But I did keto very strictly in 2019, and I lost 60 pounds. I did really well with it. It responded really well to my PCOS. Not to get too personal, I was suffering from major PCOS, and my doctor suggested low carb lifestyle, and so I kind of just, I didn't know what I was doing. And this is like right now, things are really popular with keto, but like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, there wasn't a lot of information out there. And so I just slowly started cutting down on sugar and gluten, and I started seeing results. I started feeling better. And then some of my symptoms started reducing. So what happened was I found myself, because I come from a food and beverage background. I've worked in food and beverage sales for 13 years. Literally my entire family, my brother owns restaurants, my uncle, my dad was a chef, like my entire family's in food and beverage. So I'm a little picky, so a lot picky. So I found myself going really far to like find something that, like in terms of desserts or really any keto food, that tasted
Right.
good, looked good, and wasn't extremely expensive. And I would like go to New York City to visit cousins, and I'd leave half my suitcase empty on the way there to bring stuff back because they're always ahead of us. And I'd drive out to Chocomoco, shout out to Chocomoco. I'd take the 40, 50 kilometers out to visit them. And at the time I was living in Mississauga, I'd drive out to the junction to Butternut, my other
Yeah.
compadres, competitors. And I still thought like these things are really, really good, but I felt there could be more, there could be better options. So fast forward into COVID, I worked a year into my job into COVID, my former career, and we started getting pink tickets, like at work, pink slips. So essentially, I said to myself, okay, on January 1st, 2021, I don't have a job anymore, and I had 30 days between that time to 30 days to work at my old job. They made us work at the job for 30 more days. I had to close up all my accounts. But during those 30 days, I had a lot to think about. Like, what am I doing on the first of the year? Like, what will my new career be? And I said to my friend, shout out to Rosemary Horwood, she said to me, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, girl, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a vacation. And then she said to me, well, we're in the middle of a pandemic. You're going to quarantine for 4 weeks, you know? Yeah, you got a good point. I can't really go anywhere. We didn't have the vaccine yet. So essentially, around Christmas of 2020, so December, right after Christmas, I started developing some ideas, thinking like, okay, what do people want? What is really delicious that you want to eat that's healthy? Maybe you want to eat it after dinner, et cetera, et cetera. And then I came up with the idea of cookies, and I really loved viral type businesses like Craig's Cookies or like Crumble in the States, but nobody in Canada or the US really is doing them in a format that's sugar-free, gluten-free, grain-free. So I took about 10 days and started doing menu development. Neha, you're so funny with the
Keep going.
I started doing menu development, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I started in my house. I was in my condo for about 4 to 5 months. And then I moved into a shared kitchen. And then we built our own facility about a year ago, which is where I am now. And we went from, serving people as direct orders. So, like e commerce style, where people will pre order and then we deliver to them. And that was only local. And then from there, we moved to some stores like the Haven in the beaches or Simple Kitchen. They started reaching out to me, as well as Summerhill Grocery Store. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. So in about a year and a half, we went from like 2, 3 stores to wholesale to 35 businesses just like yourself. So now we wholesale out to 35 stores. But once we moved into this facility, like once I built this kitchen, and we changed the sign, we started getting people coming in off the street. When that happened, I realized, okay, like I think the community wants it, the customer wants it. We're growing in terms of wholesale, so why not kind of, put the foot on the pedal, or what did we say? Hit the gas pedal and move forward with the business. So I actually, after 1 year of being laid off, they asked me back, and I
Wow.
said, you know what, it's been a slice, but no thanks. I'm
And you're just
I'm
like,
really,
sorry,
I've always
too
been
bad.
entrepreneurial, Neha, and I know you are too. Like, I get in trouble in business meetings constantly for being too creative or having too many ideas or thinking outside the box. And the second I, put that to rest, my corporate slavery for 13 years, as soon as I put that to rest and started my own business, like joy was coming out of me, which then allows me to take that and put it into a product and make other people happy. Like, just like said about making the deliveries. It made me so happy, made the customer happy. And when we do sampling and I'm in front of the customers in the stores, it's just so fun.
I just want to say I'm really proud of you. I mean, Amanda says you ladies are so inspiring. And you know, I don't make food products because I'm not good at it and it's very difficult.
It is difficult. Yeah.
And I'm not creative and it's just, again, it's very difficult. Yeah. So and there's a lot of barriers. And so I just really look up to what you're doing. And that's just a really inspiring story. And we have another one, which, you know, comment, I'm so happy for you and your story. And Amanda says, gourmet keto cookies, like crumble, but keto.
Yeah. Well, the thing, you know, there's two things about it. Like there's Neha, I'm sure you're very well aware of this, and anyone who's been in the low carb lifestyle for a long time will understand this as well, or any dietary requirement, right? Or a restriction. Things can taste good, but not look good. So like you buy like a vegan thing or whatever from Whole Foods and it's just brown and ugly. It's not appetizing. And then on the other side, things can look good, but not taste good. So like you'll go buy something and you bite into it and you're like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. So I think the customer deserves more. The customer just like I don't want to say this, but sometimes I feel like people in the low carb lifestyle have low expectations for what they're eating and they just stick to very basic things. But they deserve more. They deserve something that is gourmet like crumble. Why not? So we work really hard to make the flavors super fun and innovative and still keeping the guideline of like low carb, gluten-free, grain-free, sugar-free, etc. But why not? Why they deserve something that tastes good and looks good.
Absolutely. And that's a really big reason. We tried many cookies on the market. The reason we really chose yours was just because they're that, I call them luxurious.
Yeah, I love when you say that.
Brian and Bree, so like on our team, they're always like, Neha, that nobody understands you. And when you say that, and I'm like, no. But what company would create a cookie that's actually stuffed peanut butter or, you know, macadamia nuts that you can see them shining through at the bottom? It's really great. We have another request to hand deliver an order. Yes, you know what? I'm going to go back in the Facebook group. I'm going to get all the names. And if you're in Toronto, I'm going to have to hand deliver your next order.
Hey, if there's some keto cookies in those orders, maybe I'll come with you, Neha.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? We buy business, which you can't because now you're going to be open 6 days, which is also news. And okay. So on this comment, I miss cookies. Amanda says, I like the original flavors and how the menu changes. Can we just get into the cookies?
Yeah.
Let's do the taste test. And people on Instagram are actually seeing my questions. So we're going to live taste test. We carry 5 flavors.
Yeah.
We carry right now the stuffed peanut butter cup.
Can we talk about cookie for a second? We literally make a clean ingredient stuffed peanut butter cup, like Reese's peanut butter cup from scratch.
Okay, let's go.
Stuff it into the cookie when we bake it. And then we add chopped roasted peanuts on top.
I'm going to actually cut it so people can see it.
When you cut it, it's very cool. You can see the peanut butter inside.
Oh my goodness, you guys. This is actually happening. Okay, hold on. I'm adjusting the...
too. We have a couple of photos of that when you cut it open as well. Okay.
Are we ready?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, so delicious.
This is insane. Like, I don't know what to say. This is Brian's favorite.
Yeah, it is. Also, it's great to mention too, like you could see like in terms of your palm, the cookie's bigger than your palm. So they are a really, really decent size. Each cookie is anywhere from 80 to 120 grams.
Yeah, that is the hand. Which is again the whole luxurious. I'm not in Toronto, but I'll give you an excuse for a drive. Absolutely. Okay, so let's start with the stuffed peanut butter cup cookie. And I'm going to keep this comment up, which says, I miss cookies while we try it. And
cookies, you can buy some from us.
Amanda says, I wish I lived closer to Toronto. I love the PB cup cookie. Okay, so I need to pace myself, you guys. I feel like I'm drinking shots, like shots, cookies. Okay, so I'm going to try a quarter because I'm going to be eating a lot of cookies tonight. Love my job. This is what the quarter looks like. I'm going to taste it. tell me about the design of this cookie and how you came up with it as I tried it.
Yeah. So again, like I didn't want things to be like super boring and basic. Plus, I've been staring at these cookies for 2.5 years now, right? Like, so I always want to be doing something super innovative. Stuffed cookies are something that's very trending on like the regular cookie side of the business, not the dietary. And I said to myself, well, why can't we do that? So we tested a bunch of different types of chocolate. Like we did Bounty, we did like an O. Henry, and we made the chocolates from scratch. But the peanut butter was the one that baked the best. So what happens is we take our dough, which is like a classic cookie dough, and that's the base of the majority of our cookies. Um,
Right.
the base dough, it gets manipulated into flavors, and then we par bake it about 3/4, and then we put in a hard shell peanut butter cup, and then put it back in the oven, and it melts really nicely.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
it is.
And it tastes delicious. And I just want to say, so when I tasted it, I kind of started from the middle, which was, one thing that I really just want to show you is I got the peanut butter in my bite, I got the chocolate in the bite, and then I got some crunch from the
Yeah, the crunch
nuts.
roast.
Nuts on top.
Yeah, crushed roasted
Okay.
peanuts. Yeah.
Who are you? Like, okay, yeah, like, I mean, I wouldn't so here's the issue with me, I wouldn't go into that level of detail of even having the crushed level because it's soft, it's also a soft
Yeah.
baked cookie, so if I needed to describe
Yeah.
these cookies, they're all
Yeah.
soft. And almost like a brownie cookie
Yeah.
texture, a a brookie, but yeah, this one, first bite, got the peanut butter, got the chocolate, got the crunch from the nuts, got the soft texture of the cookie. This is like an A plus. And then the best thing is I like eating the outside of it because I just like the
Yeah. I love the basic dough as well. It is really delicious.
Lori says, yes, peanut butter. That's my favorite so far. And OMG, yes, peanut butter, says Shalini. Amanda volunteers as a keto cookie taste tester. And Shalini says she loves the layers and the crushed nuts on the top are her favorite topping.
Awesome.
Shalini, this is so good to know. And then we have a question about the carb count
Yeah.
on the peanut butter.
Yeah. So all the cookies, they range from 3.5 to 5.5 net carbs. All the cookies you carry. Yeah.
Yes.
And they're all under 400 calories per cookie. And the reason being is our ingredients are super, super simple. We don't mess around with anything weird. Because our cookies at the end of the day are not shelf stable because they are very simple ingredients. So literally erythritol is our sweetening agent, butter, eggs, almond flour, coconut flour, and that's it. So this one here, the only difference is you get natural peanut butter, so like a natural organic peanut butter, and then
Right.
we whip in cream to make it fluffier, and then the chocolate is by Healthy Crunch, which is a Toronto-based business, and it's vegan.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we switched over to Healthy Crunch maybe like 4 months ago, 3, 4 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to support
Amazing.
Julie. She's a local business. She has. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but like you can get Healthy Crunch at every grocery store in Canada. Great company, and their ingredients are very simple on the chips too.
Okay, this is what I love about you because you're always shouting out literally everybody. You're such a collaborator.
Yeah, I love.
I absolutely love
Thank
it.
you.
Shalini says the portions are so generous. Yeah. Thank you, Shalini. I'm like thanking you as if I made it. I'm like, thank you.
Some people, if they're being maybe like, some people want to be like under their 18 net carbs per day. The cookies are large enough to split in half. I know, Neha, you joke around that you and Brian split them and eat them throughout the day, or like anytime when I'm very strict on keto, I'll take half a cookie and you'll still feel very nourished and full because what happens with the cookies, it's very fibrous and it's also very high in protein. So like you're averaging anywhere from 6 to 10 grams of protein per cookie. So you could tell that it's like very filling. So if you were to eat half, some people don't have that restriction. I don't usually, but if you were being a bit more strict with your carb count, half would totally suffice.
I love that. And Amanda says, definitely you can share with someone. Yeah. Jess says, I've never tried these, but definitely will be on my next order. They look so good. Thank you, Jess. And I'm going to switch over to one of the new ones we just launched. So we just put this in stock.
Try.
This is Brownie Bae. Are we trying it together?
I got one. I'm going to try it with you.
Okay, so question for you. This has walnuts on top
and pecans. Yeah, so it's like so it's our classic cookie dough. Then we add cocoa powder, chocolate chips, walnuts, pecans, and then you get a really generous drizzle on top, and then you get a little bit of pecan and walnut on top as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take a smaller bite of this because oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting like that's what I'm saying. They're already full. Like I can see. Oh my gosh, I can see a walnut.
Yeah.
Rosemary on Fire says Brownie Bae is so bomb. Shalini says excited for Brownie Bae. I haven't tried it yet. And Amanda says the brownie bar is incredible. And Mark says he does not share. Interesting. And Greg said he is drooling. Keto Greg 80 says he's drooling. Amanda says she left the Brownie Bae in the heat during the summer swimming. And it was so gooey. I recommend it heated.
Yeah. Wow. Sometimes our customers, they'll warm up the cookie for 10 seconds. You're gonna
like, look at the inside, you guys. This is okay.
You got a good piece there, Neha.
So do you want me to tell you a secret?
Tell me.
Our rule is that one person on the team has to have tried them. Guess who has? Brian. Guess who made the decision to launch? Brian. Guess who has not tried them? So this is my first time trying Brownie Bae.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna see your.
Okay. I'm gonna try it with the walnut. Oh my gosh. Come on. I don't even like brownies.
No?
Okay.
I love brownies.
So let me tell you what I like about this. This one is not as sweet.
Yeah, it's not as soft either.
And it's it tastes more like a brownie cookie. The chocolate is coming in very, very strong. The pieces of the nuts are amazing. I have to say I really, really, really like this one. Like now, I mean, Brian loves the brown. So what he did was he puts peanut butter on top because why? That's who he is as a person.
Just tell Brian that we have a stuffed peanut butter brownie cookie right now.
Oh my god, he's gonna be in.
So also this one is it's not as soft.
Yeah.
Add cocoa powder to our dough. It makes it crunchier.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I really like this one. The texture of it. Yeah. I'm a fan.
I'm glad you like
it. Huge fan. And I like the deep chocolate taste. Like that's what I like. I'm like a chocolate lover.
The cookies when you bake with keto, what hits you at the front is not what hits you at the back as you chew. Yeah. If that makes any sense?
Yes. It makes total sense. And I'll just again show the brownie texture because it is new. It is now live on our site. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. This is
one
just
thing
incredible.
That I really like about this cookie too. It mimics really. It's like it mimics really the taste of a brownie, but just like in a cookie format. So really tastes like a brownie.
I agree. That's what when I first ate it, I'm like, this tastes like a brownie that I used to love in university, and then stopped liking brownies. And now, and the fact that I like it. The other thing is, if you like Coco Polo. For our customers, you'll probably like this bar. Okay, question for you. Are brownies milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
For us, we do dark.
Okay, so I think that Coco Polo and Mindful Monk, if you like those, you will like this. And if you do think that some of the other cookies are too sweet for you, this one is not. Yeah. It's like a tad less sweet than the others. Yeah. So Stephanie says, I have to go place an order and I haven't seen them all yet. Yes. And Amanda says, you ladies are making me jealous. I need to get more PB, cup, and brownie bar for sure. I need to try the macadamia. Yes, we're getting to that. And Rosemary on Fire says that this is Keto Cookie ASMR.
Yeah, sorry, Rosemary.
Rachel says, dude, I just ate and I'm so hungry. Well, Rachel's going to get my leftovers later. So she's super excited, probably for this live to end. Rachel is one of my friends. Okay. So let's go through the next one, which is, macadamia. So Amanda wants to know the macadamia. You guys tell me which one you want me to try next. The white chocolate macadamia, which is a brand new launch, or the red velvet white macadamia. Please drop it in comments. I'm going to go with whoever says, I don't have the half dip shortbread. That is my favorite cookie.
Yeah.
even still so far, it's got like the light chocolate taste. Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm a
that
fan.
cookie too. It's so that's also the only cookie we have that you're featuring, and very
Yes.
limited on our end too. That is shortbread dough, not like classic cookie dough.
Oh,
Like I would say
wow.
every month when we launch new cookies, there's probably 2 shortbread and 6 classic cookie dough flavors. So
Okay.
what's different about the shortbread, we can talk about it for a sec, is it's a
Yeah.
crispier dough. It's not as soft.
Right.
Also, the texture is a little different. It's just, it's really, and I like to, when I'm sampling in the grocery,
Yeah.
I like to tell people it's the closest you'll ever get to a regular shortbread cookie that's keto.
Okay. I would completely agree with you because that is what I
Yeah,
taste. And I do
yeah,
taste the complete difference. If you like shortbread, you'll like that
yeah.
one for sure. And I'm sorry I don't have it.
You guys have it
Um,
for sale right now too. So
we have it, yes. And everyone's requesting the white
yeah,
chocolate
I think
macadamia.
we should do it because it's new.
Okay, so
I,
Rachel says,
I,
oh no,
I
Rosemary says she loves the half dip
yeah,
too.
Rose. That's actually Rosemary's very favorite cookie. She's a good friend. She's actually the girl I mentioned at the very beginning who told me, "What are you going to do if you're not going to do anything for business?" That's Rose.
Yeah.
So I sometimes make them for her without the chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's one of those. Okay, Lydia, what
yeah,
does it take to be one of those
you are.
friends?
You're already a VIP, Neha. I'll make them for you, no problem without the chocolate.
That's the list I want to be on. And now I have your number, so I can just like text you and be like, hey, if you're making them for Rosemary, can you like put one aside for
Yeah,
me?
absolutely.
And we have okay, wait. This is like we're having so much fun. Okay, Amanda says I need to know what the macadamia tastes like. Rachel says
Yeah,
macadamia.
let's.
Amanda says white chocolate. Everybody's okay. And then Shalini says white chocolate. Gabriella, it's so good to see you, says white chocolate. Gabriella is literally, you know, those women supporting women? This is the chat
Oh, I
right
love it,
here.
Gabriella. Pleased to meet you.
And let's do it. I'm gonna come back to another comment because it's gonna make me cry, but remind me to come back to this comment from Amanda.
Happy tears,
Okay,
happy tears.
let's do
I
this,
have one,
guys.
but
So
it's undipped. I have the same one, but it doesn't have the dip on the side.
hey, you guys, you need to be on like Lydia's list to get on that. I have one, but it's not dipped. You know, okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually cut it differently. I'm not gonna
Mine
do a quarter.
has like you could see the macadamia, you could see the white
Oh,
line.
okay. So just to show you, I actually cut it this way and look.
Yeah, not lots of layers.
Like, okay. Okay, Brian said that we should launch this. Was Brian right or was Brian wrong?
I think it was right.
Let's do it. I'm going to try the white chocolate side, obviously. Oh man.
Good, right? So pre keto. Sorry, I don't want to chew and talk. Pre keto, or like in my teens, I was obsessed with Subway. Obsessed.
Yes.
So, and then of course Subway has those really delicious.
Yes.
So when I
I
started
thought
my
it was really
business, I
fun.
was like, I need to replicate somehow the white macadamia chocolate chip cookie from Subway. So
Yes,
that's
girl.
what inspired this cookie.
Oh my gosh, we are friends. And then also we have a request. We have a request to be on the
We're around
list.
the same age. That's why, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
Send me a DM if you want to be on the list.
Definitely send her a DM because we all need to be on this list. Okay, guys, the white macadamia. Okay, here we go. I'm going to describe it to you, okay? I took 3 bites. I got macadamia nuts, the crunchy feeling in 2 of them. It literally, you can taste the macadamia. And macadamia is an expensive nut, as we all know, because when we buy it, it's like $79 to buy macadamia. They're like, that'll be $79 at a farmer's market. And you're like, cool, I wanted them. So here we go. But you can see like there's little pieces of macadamia right there. There's one right there. There's one, you can see them under. So Lydia's really tried to get the macadamia. She's not cheaped out on macadamia nuts because you can see the luxurious. I will say this is a sweeter cookie.
Yeah.
So for those of you who like keto brick, which is less sweet because it only has stevia in it, you may not, I would go for the Brownie Bae.
Yeah.
For those of you who like Keto Chow, which is slightly more
Yeah.
sweet, you will like the macadamia
And
nut
what
cookie.
makes
I
this
would say
one sweeter is the white chocolate. Yeah.
yes. So the other side, the not as dipped
It won't be
side, is
sweet.
not as
Yeah. Yeah.
obvious as the white
Yeah.
chocolate. The white chocolate hits the spot. You can see it. You love it. Oh my gosh, Bree's in the chat, and usually it's past Bree's bedtime. Bree, you got to try these cookies. Brian was right. Shalini says that was the best. Okay, need to try this now. And Shalini says yes, the Subway cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda said I used to love the macadamia cookies from Subway. Are they like that? Yes, yeah. Very, 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 like pretty much copycat. Yeah. Subway, sponsor the show, please. Thank you. And also carry these.
Don't sue me.
No, but also carry these cookies. Like replace your cookies with. And then I just want to say that Amanda made the sweetest comment. I'm going to actually screenshot it because it's that sweet. She says, I just have to say thank you, Neha, for doing the lives and allowing us to see the people behind these companies. It's such an amazing thing to experience. And Rachel says, absolutely agree. Oh, man, where's Rachel? I lost your comment. Rachel says, Amanda, I love this too. It's so cool to see the faces behind the brands. Yeah. And this is the best part of my job.
Yeah.
Hands down.
The people hands down is the best part of my job as well. It's
right.
Why we do.
Yes, it is why we do.
That's wholeheartedly the facts.
Yeah. And if you had seen, us before this live, we were both a little stressed because business is hard, right? Like the good days are fewer and further between. And so Amanda, you just going out of your way to say that to us. And, everyone in the chat today, like you're just bringing it and being so supportive. It really means a lot. Yeah. Like Lydia and I are going to leave this chat so energized.
Totally. Yeah.
And we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Started doing something called Feedback Fridays. And I'm like just collecting testimonials from customers. And like the first one I did was a customer who had diabetes. And she just said, you made me feel normal again. I'm telling you, I was sitting at my desk in the shop here. It's not a desk, it's just a fold out table. I was sitting at the fold out table and I started crying at my seat. And my employees are looking and they're like, what's wrong with you? And then another lady, she wrote me a message and I'll be sharing it this week about her daughter's epilepsy and seizures and how the low carb lifestyle is helping this child. And they come all the way, like 2 hours away to they drive into the city, like they're here to visit family or go to appointments at the hospital at sick kids, but they always stop in here and collect some desserts for the teenage daughter who's only 15 or 14. And like these stories and any sort of feedback like that is literally why it keeps us motivated. It keeps me wanting to be more innovative. It keeps me wanting to keep the lights on, I think when you hear these things, you get emotional because business is hard, but you get emotional also because you're affecting people's lives. And that's always been, because my jobs have always been customer centric, it's always been really, really like top priority for me, for my customers to be happy. Yeah.
Thank you. I know you mean that.
Yeah, no, I do. Trust me, I do.
I see it. And Amanda says, yes, I love that. And Shalini says, thank you, Neha and Switch. And Shalini also says, it's so true. I learned so much when we hear from the founders of these companies. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for this moment. Thank you, guys. Are we ready to try the red velvet?
Yeah.
We have a question before that. So Karen Bradley, Karen, love you. I don't think Karen's ever missed a show.
Oh, wow.
We're on episode 56. So Karen has never missed a show. And but she knows the difference between show number 1 and show number 56. Because show number 1, I was like, hello, I'm Neha. I don't know what I'm
doing or why I'm here.
Why am I here? I'm taste testing. I want to talk to you. Why am I even putting on an accent with myself? Okay. So how do they hold up to shipping? So we've never shipped the cookies in the summer. So let's talk about first, how do they come? How do you package them? How do we store them? And how do we ship? Let's talk about that.
So we wrap them individually in like a good quality, not like the ones you get at the grocery store where it's like a flimsy pack you can just tear. Our pack they're a little thicker. And you haven't shipped in the summer, but I have. So because we ship to customers across Canada and the US, when customers order directly, what we do is, and I've learned a lesson the hard way, is I just make some small adjustments to the summer menus. So like we don't do anything with jam or cream, for example, in the summer months, but they ship perfectly fine. They get heat sealed. So the air, they get like sealed so no air can go into the cookies. And then we ship them to you frozen, and then you as well keep them frozen until they're ready to be shipped. Because both of us do like a quick turnaround with shipping, the most I've seen is about 7 business days. And I always, in the beginning, when I started seeing like a longer time frame of shipping, I wouldn't actually even charge. Like in the beginning, I wouldn't charge the customer for the cookies, and I'd say when you get them, because I was testing it out in the beginning, when you get them, let me know how they are, and then people were happy. I did that quite a few times, maybe about 4 or 5 times, and we were good. And we were shipping to like some southern states where the temperature is 35 degrees. And then in Toronto, I'm pretty sure you guys offer next day shipping, right, Neha?
So it just automatically works out that way. We do our
Yeah.
best to do that. But yes, we definitely and this was really important to us because many products like Mr. Tortilla, for example, and yours, and Live Wraps, the wraps that we sell, and Piccola Cucina and Keto Cookies, we keep them frozen. So we actually invested, I don't know if our customers know this, we invested in a freezer space. We actually bought a freezer early on and put it in our warehouse. And so that freezer, and then we have 2 freezers now.
Yeah.
So when you freeze something, it lasts honestly forever. So we take it out only when we ship. And so, for example, we don't even have boxes sitting at the warehouse with the cookies. An order will be printed in the morning, and if it has cookies on it, it's only the cookie's only going to be pick and packed if it's going out that day on a truck. I know that it's longer than 7 days, to be honest, because I've left them out and it's fine. But we still try to get them out really quickly so that they're not sitting.
Shipping for anyone really in like Ontario, Quebec, and one province over, I guess. And then everything after that is about 3 to 5 days. But again, like I've in the beginning, before I started using ICS, which is who we use, I saw longer amounts of days, like 7 to 10 business days, and things are fine.
Yeah, it's amazing. So thank you, Karen, for asking that question. And Karen says she was there for show number 1, and she confirms that I have come along so well. Thank you, Karen. And Amanda says they ship perfectly with 3 exclamation marks, Amanda.
Amanda would I think Saskatchewan, no? Yeah.
Yeah. So all of mine showed up amazing. Switch packaging is nice and compact, so it doesn't really get thrown around.
Yeah, same.
Yes. And so we pack everything very compact.
Yeah, and she's ordered from me as well, back before we started with Switch. Before you started carrying our cookies, which we're so lucky to be in relationship with you. But yeah, she ordered and everything was fine as well. Yeah, and that's not even local.
Yeah, I love that. I'm so happy. She was actually the one that kind of rooted for you when I was considering launching.
Thanks, Amanda.
Yeah. And all the way to Alberta. Yes. Alberta. Amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, Amanda.
And okay, so we are at 43 minutes.
Yeah.
So we are ending the live in about 10 minutes because we need it to save on Instagram. Sure. So I'm going to first try the red velvet. Here it is. You guys can see, again, Lydia's not cheaping. You came to slay. You did not cheap out with the macadamia. Okay, so the red velvet, I will describe it to you.
That one is strictly red velvet white chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Strictly red velvet?
I think we were mixing it up between the macadamia. So it's just white chocolate and red velvet, no nuts in it.
Oh, what's that? Is that white chocolate?
White chocolate chips, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God, I have to go correct my blog post. Okay. I'm sorry.
Just want to make sure. But
I mean,
I've been thinking of that combo, so I think we'll probably do it again, like maybe next menu.
I just want to make sure it's not wrong on our site.
I can look too. I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, it's not.
You know why? Right. Because handy Brian did it.
Yeah, Brian did it. Brian
very accurate.
Also, you guys, I'm going to actually share screen and show this to you, but I just wrote up a blog post, entire screen. I'm going to share screen. You'll be able to see it. So this is, you can kind of see this is our cookie page. We also have a bundle, a keto cookie tasting bundle, which has all three that you can see on. And that has a discount on it. And then, oh, why does that keep saying sold out? No, Brian put them in stock. We're good. We're good, you guys. Please show it. Okay, we're back. Everything is back in stock. We were sold out. And I wanted to show you this blog post here. Okay, so I wrote for you basically everything that Lydia said, which is what the cookies are. So they are grain-free. They're made with almond and coconut flour. Also, what makes them different, which we've talked about, the luxury. Are they healthy? Healthy's in the eyes of the beholder. I always like to say that. This question that we get, will keto cookies increase blood sugar? So I did want to let you know I test all of our products with my blood sugar, and it was totally within the range. However, please test your own blood sugar if you have type 2 diabetes or you're pre-diabetic. You could do it 1 to 2 hours after, but I usually do mine and Brian's. So that's how we do it for ourselves. Brian is not pre-diabetic. I am pre-diabetic.
Right. A lot of our customers, like I get the opportunity when they come into the shop to talk to them, or like I said, during sampling and stuff. But I've the ones that have expressed that they have any sort of, like maybe they're eating more strictly and testing themselves daily with strips, or they are actually pre-diabetic or diabetic, or have any sort of situation that restricts them from sugar. And majority of them say they don't. Get on the glycemic index in terms of like spiking in their blood sugar. But everyone should test themselves.
Love that. Everyone will test themselves, as Lydia said. And I love that you have that feedback from customers, because I do think it's very important. And I generally ask all suppliers
too, right? If you're putting like other sugar alcohols that are maybe like lower on the glycemic, or sugars that are like maybe you're doing like a blend of like maybe erythritol and like agave, or you can't then say you're sugar free. So
totally, I get it. If I think we have one other question. Okay, Amanda says, Lydia, what is your favorite cookie flavor to date?
Probably the stuffed peanut butter cup, but we also have a cookie that's similar to it that you guys don't have, but we can talk about, Neha, maybe on the next launch. But it's called double peanut butter and jam. So it's 2 peanut butter cookies, and it has peanut butter cream and then homemade house strawberry jam, and then they're sandwiched together like a whoopie pie. It's really freaking good. It tastes exactly like a peanut butter and jam sandwich.
I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're doing on this planet. I just don't understand.
That's probably my favorite. And then like I really love our strawberry cookies and like our orange. I'll probably be launching this in the summer. Neha, you guys can more than welcome to try this one on your launch, and in the next launch maybe. It's called Orange Creamsicle. So it's like an orange based dough. Tastes very orangey, and then it has the white chocolate dip like the macadamia. But definitely my favorite of all time is stuffed peanut butter cup, which you guys.
This is why, you know what, this is where you know that Lydia does not make my job easy, because she doesn't answer the truth, right? She could have easily just not told you guys about the jam one, but that's not who she is. She's going to make my job so much. She's going to tell the truth, which makes my effing job so much harder, because Rachel's like, in all caps, oh man, I need the PB&J one.
It's good.
And Amanda goes, Neha, please, with folded hands emoji. Thank you, Amanda. And Shalini says, I've had it and love it. Awesome. PB and J is an elite combo. Again, Shalini, you could have just said for me, I hated it. You could just be like, I hate it. I hated that PB and J. What the
hell? To date, and that's why we launched the way we did with you. To date, day in, day out of all my 35 stores that carry Keto Kookie Co, Red Velvet and stuffed peanut butter are the number one cookies. So
interesting.
I'm glad you guys have been carrying them. Those were the 2 that we launched. The last launch, it probably goes stuffed peanut butter, Red Velvet, then brownie. So the brownie, which we tried earlier. This guy here, so you guys are really. But for me, I've always really loved the macadamia, the white chocolate macadamia. That's been a fan favorite since the beginning, and what took customers wanting it more was us
Yeah.
dipping it. Because in the beginning, people didn't get it. They just thought like a
Right.
white cookie. They didn't know what was in it. As soon as we dipped it, people started wanting it. So
I'm a
yeah,
fan. And Cynthia says orange creamsicle. Oh
yeah,
my.
it's good.
And also Cynthia says, I'm placing an order tonight. Maybe I'll add some cookies too. Cynthia, thank
Yeah.
you. And basically, we also have Amanda saying Brownie Bae and PB and Cup are my top favorites, freaking out over the macadamia too. I will say one thing. I should not be saying this, but I'll say one thing. I cannot say the brand. I cannot say anything more. There is another launch on Friday from another
Oh,
brand. I cannot say who. So, and everyone gets mad because they're like, oh, I just placed my order and hold. So, we did, I believe that Brian has ordered enough keto cookies. If you would like to wait, should probably be able to tell you tomorrow on Facebook stories or Instagram
I
stories
want to order.
what that is. If you don't want that, then you can place the
Can you like
keto
give
cookie.
us a clue? Is it savory, sweet? Is it?
Not at all. Because I'll tell you why. Because this is something that I've actually fucked up majorly before. But sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay,
But the brands make the call
sure,
on the
of course.
launch. So if you told me, hey, I cannot as a retailer give news
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
So, and I've made that mistake. So, and that
Well,
was
we
not a
learn,
good
right? We
mistake.
learn. Everyone's new in business at some point.
We
Yeah,
learned. It was in year 1 and I have never made it again. So the brands control when the message gets
yeah.
out. Once it comes out, I'm on the gravy train,
Right,
baby. And then I'm like, hey, guess what? The strawberry jam, peanut
right.
butter ish
Yeah.
that, Lydia talked about will
And
come.
you
But that's
guys
not
do
what's on.
such a good job at bringing like valuable brands, what people actually want. You're not just like ordering a bunch of stuff that nobody wants or like just to have 100,000 SKUs. You literally go seek out business owners that are passionate equally as you or I, for example, and really tell the story behind the product. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to want to support a small business. Mine, yours,
Yeah,
the next one, whomever. Um,
right.
I love Costco. Oh man, I love Costco, but I try to limit my Costco buying so low because why are we supporting these big businesses? We should be buying from local businesses, especially in this day and age, especially coming out of a pandemic. Support local, huge, huge factor of how I buy and purchase. Like
Yeah.
I work with Julie at Healthy Crunch. I get all my produce and all my like dry good stuff from a local business as well. I try not to buy like in mass amounts. Yeah.
I love that. And I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
And now we have time for one more
Yeah,
question.
sure.
So, okay. So I'm just going to run through them. Actually, you know what? Let's just go straight because we're just going to have you back.
Sure.
So
Next
we'll have you back.
much.
We'll just have you back. I think the big one is that what can Switch customers look forward to the rest of the year? Let's go through where people can find
Yeah.
you. Let's do that rundown. We are at 53 minutes, so you only have 2 minutes.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, we can of course find us at Switch. We have five flavors on the
Yeah.
website. Just launched brownie and macadamia, so I'm super excited to hear some feedback from you guys. I would love if you're local to come visit us at the shop. We're in Tobico at pretty much Islington and Lakeshore. Please Google so you know exactly where you're going. We're directly across the only McDonald's with a drive-through within like 10 kilometers. So that's usually our tip on how to find us. And then you can find us in your local grocery store. So if you go on our Instagram page and look at the buy at, if you tap through that, you could find out all the stores that we sell our cookies at. There are 35 locations. A lot of them are condensed in Toronto, but there's some that are in Guelph, London, Ontario, Newmarket, Tottenham, etc. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks.
That's
And if you
huge.
ever want a custom order, we don't use a website format. You can just send us a message on direct message, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, preferably. And then you can look at as Neha kind of mentioned, we do have 5 flavors on Switch, but we also share a new menu every single 30 days. And we try to keep it super fun and innovative. For example, right now, remember those cupcakes you got at the grocery store with the curly line? We have a
Yes.
cookie like that right now. Super cool. We have strawberry
Your cakes
and a
are
chocolate.
amazing. Your tiramisu is amazing. It's all
So you can
amazing.
come to the shop or order direct, and then we could ship it anywhere in Canada or the US. Yeah.
We love to hear that.
Thanks, Neha.
You're so welcome. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to Lydia. I'm sorry, you guys. We have to keep it under an
Yeah.
hour so that we can share it on Instagram. I will invite you as collab right after this. I want to say bye to everybody. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining.
guys.
We got the red velvet, white chocolate. We got the stuffed peanut butter cookie.
Yeah.
We got the Brownie Bae. Whoa.
That's
Cheers.
why I called it Brownie Bae.
And then we have the white chocolate macadamia. So we're good to go. Thank you so much for joining the live. And thank you
Been a
for all
pleasure.
your support, all your love. We'll say bye.
I
And I'll see you next week for the show. This is my favorite part. Lori Olson says bye. Oh my gosh, everyone's saying bye. This is so great. Shalini says, thanks for a fun evening, ladies. And all right, you guys, we're going to sign off. And then, oh, Amanda says, I love this live and you ladies. Amanda,
thanks,
I love you. I'll
Amanda.
message you right after the show.